Hi everyone, it's Don, and I hope you're having a fantastic week. Well, today, sorry, here, let me get rid of that. There. If you saw the video, you know what that's about. So, hi everyone. I hope you're having a great day and a great week, and everything's wonderful in the world of cruising with you and in your everyday life. Recently, I did a video about the survey that Which did, and how I seem to think that it was kind of skewed towards one type of cruiser when you limit your audience and your questions to one segment of the cruising industry. And I did a video, about 6 months ago, where another survey came out like the same thing, and it kind of, always skewed towards this one type of demographic. And it really, really seemed to bother me. And some of you guys had a suggestion. And guess what? We're going to do that suggestion starting right after this. So what was the suggestion? Well, we have 28,000 people here on the channel and growing all the time. Why not see what we like to cruise on and what cruise lines we think are our favorites and better cruise lines to be out there on. And so I thought, you know what, that's a fantastic idea, and I figured out how I can do it on YouTube and not be overwhelmed. Obviously I can't just say, hey, what's your favorite cruise line, and then try and go through 800 to 1,000 comments saying which cruise line they prefer, because a lot of people may list a favorite cruise line, but they never really think, oh yeah, well, I do like this cruise line, but I think that other cruise line may be better, but I've never been on it, but I would really like to go on it. So I thought an idea where we're going to have kind of an elimination match sort of speech. And that's where every week I'm going to list 3 cruise lines for 4 weeks. So a total of 12, and I consider these what we would call mainstream cruise lines, where they're not just luxury cruise lines or specialty cruise lines doing like expedition cruises or unique cruises or luxury, all-inclusive. These are ones that you can get inside, ocean view, you can get suites, you can go as expensive or as cheap as you want. You have some assortment, there's upgraded dining, there's regular dining, so you get the drift. It's a regular cruise line that travels around the world and has ships going in all directions. So that was my itinerary for choosing the 12 cruise lines. So what we'll do is every week for 4 weeks, I'm going to list 3 cruise lines, and then at the end, we'll pick those 4 winning cruise lines against each other and see which ones we think is actually the best cruise line out there. Now, it's not going to be official. It's just going to be whoever responds to the poll, but it's just for fun. Everybody has their own opinions, right? There's good, there's bad with every single cruise line. So yeah, it doesn't matter. This is all for fun. Let's see where we stand out at it. And let's start off this week with our first 3 contestants. Our first cruise line we're going to start off with is going to be Carnival Cruise Line. We kind of have to start off with them. They're the largest in the world. They currently have 26 ships out there, the largest corporation in the world, and that's just Carnival ships. That's not their companion cruise lines that they own. That's just Carnival, 26 cruise ships, and they have more on their way as well. Another one coming out this year, another one coming out next year. So they just keep growing, and now they're getting into more and more family-friendly cruise ships like the Horizon and the Vista. They're getting away from the smaller party cruise ships. While they still have lots of them out there, they've done a huge refurbishment on a lot of these ships. So they've upgraded them with their 2.0, so you have lots of things to do on board. They're really known as the inexpensive cruise line that offers a lot of value for the money that you're paying. So let's start off with Carnival Cruise Line as our number 1 contestant. And who's it going up against? Well, let's spread it out a little bit. We have an American cruise line. Let's go with P&O Cruise Line. And P&O is a UK-based cruise line. Currently they have 7 ships and are basically known for smaller ships. But they just recently launched in 2015 the Britannia, a 143,000 ton ship, which holds 4,000 passengers. And in 2020 and 2022, they have 280,000 ton vessels, which will rival some of the largest in the world. So they're breaking into that new luxury large ship market. And they're promising all kinds of new features as well. So they're not taking the bigger and better ships from everybody else. They're coming out swinging themselves and are looking to position themselves as a go-to company in the UK and are hoping to spread out more to North America as well. So P&O Cruise Line is our number 2 cruise line. Number 3, we have MSC, and MSC has recently stationed bigger and newer ships in North America. We have the MSC Seaside now stationed on Miami, which is a gorgeous ship, brand new. They have 2 new ships, mega ships, even bigger than the Seaside, coming out this year, and another cruise ship coming out next year. So they're building all kinds of new ships. That new ship, the Bellissimo and the Grandioso, with new innovations with an 80-meter ceiling that's all LED screens. So picture the Bellagio in Las Vegas, where they can do all kinds of decorations and lighting effects up top. They can make it a sunny day, a cloudy day, pitch black at night. They can put Star Spangled Banner up there if they wanted to on the 4th of July. They can do whatever they want to do. And it's, they have a lot of new features coming out. And if they ever get their entertainment around to the point where it competes with the regular cruise lines, and I think they are, because they're coming out with Cirque du Soleil now on their ships as a featured performer, exclusive only to them. So they're coming out and they're fighting for their spot in the whole growing mega cruise industry. So this week, number 1, we have Carnival, 2, we have P&O, 3, we have MSC Cruise Lines. Let's see which ones you guys think are the best. So I'm going to put that poll right up here. Is it up here? No. Up. It's going to be up here. And let's see what we decide and who's going to head down to the last week in February when we put the last 4 cruise lines, winners from each week, up against each other. And I'm really curious to see what you guys think. And then I'll run down the top 4 cruise lines in more detail, and I'll also do a really in-depth video on the winning cruise line that everyone thinks is the best one out there, and maybe give some reasons why it is for those of you who really didn't consider that the best cruise line. So I hope you like this idea. I hope you like this video. Thank you everyone out there who gave me this suggestion. I think it's a great idea. And if you do like this, please give it a thumbs up. You want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to vote in the poll, and have yourself a safe and a great vacation.